everybody, it is Thursday night, which means we're playing Shattered Dawn on Shattered Dungeons in the Shattered Multiverse on the Shattered Tabletop Games Twitch channel with my shattered heart. I don't know.
Oh, my shattered heart.
Hope everyone's doing great. We are here with a small group, but a group nonetheless. We have with us Ray and Amanda, and they're playing their beloved characters. We have Raym'hond, played by Raym'hond.
Hello, everyone. I am playing with Shattered Hopes and Dreams.
And of course, we have Amanda playing Bobbert.
I have always had these horns, and my ribs were shattered in the last episode. Oh
yeah, they were. You're not wrong. This episode is called Two Dargoths in a Trench Coat. It's not.
A really tall trench coat.
Yeah, that'd be a big trench coat.
Harley says hey.
Oh, hello, Harley.
So we have a fun episode in store, one that fills in the gaps. So we're going to pick it up at the tail end of last episode. Well, the last two episodes, really. We had one of the groups consisting of Raym'hond, Knight Captain Zilla, Devad, Sarek's unconscious body, and Midnight travel to the Mystic Village with half of the mirror forming, or the mirror formed out of mirror shards. Raym'hond has carried it with him this whole time, and we'll pick it up with him in a moment as he arrives in the Mystic Village. At the end of the very last episode, Bobbert, accompanied by the rest of the group, consisting of Panaya, Master Nunya / Jacques, Toddles, Fernando, Sylvie, the unconscious Sheaths, Vexa, and Niche Change, all were in travel to the Mystic Village to meet up with the rest of the group, having devised a plan on how to prevent the mirror shards from causing the end of existence as we know it, potentially. It's really not 100% clear what's going on there. So, we pick it up.
Are we absolutely sure that this wouldn't be a good thing?
Maybe. Maybe not. Who knows? You decide.
I mean, it's all gonna come to an end sometime, right?
Yeah, I guess if you want to look at it in that nihilist point of view. So we pick it up with Raym'hond. Now, Ray, you've been here for roughly a day. As the group arrived, what did you all do?
I have no idea, because you say Mystic Village. Is it the village itself that is mystic? Is it filled with mystics?
So this village is the village that, as you approached, you got smaller.
Oh, okay, it's that village.
The one where you killed Lucky.
Yes. I buried Lucky.
With an axe.
There was another one. Remember, I kicked him into the force field?
Oh yeah, I forgot about him. I deleted his token. Lucky's corpse is still on the map.
That was an experiment. Okay. So first things first, I have to go water my Lucky plant that I had buried.
Oh man. Raym'hond, first thing upon arrival, walks out to the desert sand on the outskirts of this oasis and just pisses right into the corpse of Lucky. He's become a small dune in the desert.
Perfect. All right. So, just for my own personal knowledge here, Why did we come here?
So the original goal was to have the mirrors separated as one group tried to figure out how to destroy them. Your group, consisting of Devad, Knight Captain Zilla, yourself, Midnight, and the unconscious Serix, were on protection detail.
Right. We're just trying to hide this thing?
Yep.
Cool. Well, they always say, hidden in plain sight. I am going to take this mirror to the center of town.
Okay.
Like, if there's a waterfall or water fountain.
There's a well at the center of this mystic village.
Yes. Yeet.
All right, so this. Oh gosh, you're just chucking it down there, huh?
Well, I mean, I'll like hold it and I'll look down in the well.
Okay.
Do I see like the bottom, or is it just darkness down there?
I mean, it's pretty deep. You can definitely see the bottom of the well, at least where the water is.
Cool.
But I'm gonna have you roll a D100 real quick.
Sure.
Versus chat's roll.
Roll low, chat. Roll low. Oh, roll lower than that.
No, this is perfect. So, Ray, you rolled a 4. Chat rolled a 25.
Chat rolled a 25.
So as you try and just very hastily yeet this down the well, it gets lodged into the well itself. So now what you have is basically like a rotating stopper in the well that is the mirror.
It's rotating?
Yeah, because it's just on the edge. It's like just wide enough the way he threw it in there to where it just spins.
You know what? Good enough. I'm going to spin it around so the reflective part is pointed at the water. And then I'm going to who's nearby? Who's the closest person to me?
Probably innkeeper Wildra.
Okay, I am going to run over to Wildra. You there? Do you know how to write?
I just learned, yes.
Your voice is beautiful. I need you to write for me a sign that says broked.
Okay.
She travels into the inn, comes back with what I can only describe as poster board and some adhesive. And you see her with a large paintbrush that she's produced along with the poster board. And she kind of puts the adhesive on one side, sticks it on the mirror, which is not very deep into the well, mind you. And then she just paints with the paintbrush in black paint an X on the poster board.
Perfect. Beautiful. People always understand that sideways crosses mean that it's broken.
Or that it marks the spot.
Exactly. The water is broked.
Glad to help.
And she kind of walks back to the inn, puts everything away.
What a strange lady.
Are you staying here, by the way?
Sure, why not?
I'll ready the rooms then.
Wait, where... Is Maud's house still empty?
Yes, technically. But it's only got one bed.
It's my bed.
Okay. Well, it's fitting because you have unconscious Syrinx and Midnight who has contracted yet another illness.
Oh my god. I have them heaped up in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Like dirty laundry. That's That's where they live now.
Yeah. As you finish that night, Captain Zilla walks out of the inn. What did you do with the mirror?
What mirror?
Well, that's not a good
Wink.
sign.
Like a big wink, like over exaggerated.
I don't like that wink either. Wait, is that the mirror? She points over at the well, the mirror sticking halfway out of it with a big X painted on it.
Not with that attitude, it isn't.
Do you mean to tell me you think that the mirror's confidence will prevent people from taking it?
That has held true most of my life, yes.
I feel you put too much faith in the stupidity of others, but oh well.
I just like try and flatten the mirror back out to where it's like laying flat instead.
As you do that, it like holds for a second and then just the weight shifts back up.
Perfect.
Well, what should we do now that we're here and the mirror is so well protected?
Well protected.
Oh, I didn't even mean the pun.
Well, if I remember this town from last time, it's really only good for 3 things. Drinking, setting things on fire, and killing people.
What?
That's really all I remember.
Did you pillage this town before?
No, we left everything here.
Huh. Well, why don't you show me around and maybe, I guess we'll wait on nothing. I suppose we're just waiting for the others to show up with a solution and so.
So in the in Turum, while we're waiting for the other group to show up, I pretty much just take Zilla around to random parts of the town, going, and that's the bathroom, and that's the bathroom.
What?
Just everything is a bathroom. So, as Raym'hond is taking Night Captain Zilla on what could be construed as their first date, they will pick it up with Bobbert and the rest of the group. So, Bobbert, your group has been traveling for some time now. It's been probably in the ballpark of 8 to 12 hours. Everyone very clearly wants to kind of make shelter and such, but decide in the interest of time that it's better to just go through the night and rest when you get there. And so, under the very dim crescent moonlight, you make your way. Bobbert, you've ended up at the front of the group, kind of taking point due to your size and being able to see over sand dunes for any potential danger. And as you crest the upcoming sand dune, as you ascend it, you are able to peer over and you see off in the distance a sandstorm approaching. What do you do?
I see a lot of sand coming this way fast. Is there any trees or anywhere to take cover or just any type of shelter, even a big rock?
Roll a D100 for me.
Cornucopia.
Three!
No.
Man, low rolls this evening. I love it.
Get him out of the way now.
Yeah. You don't see any type of shelter at all. One that makes sense, at least.
And it's heading towards us, so it's coming from the direction we're heading.
Correct.
Fun. I guess.
Huh. For those of you watching and listening, it appears that everyone has stopped for a second. You got frozed. Raised.
Frozed.
Yeah.
I was just muted, sorry.
Oh, okay.
That sandstorm rolled in.
Yeah, no, yeah. She, Amanda is playing very dedicated to the part. She is either frozen in fear or the sandstorm did hit her. So, well, yeah. Hey, guys! So while we're patiently awaiting Bobbert's response on that, Ray, why don't you walk us through what exactly is happening now with Knight Captain Zilla in the Mystic Village?
All right. So, and that concludes our bathroom tour.
Are there other things than just bathrooms here?
I suppose. I mean, I guess if you really care. I know there's an inn where you can drink. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't do a whole lot in this town.
It appears all you did was use the bathroom everywhere and kill innocent people.
Okay, but in my defense, I am a dargoth, so...
That means nothing. Are you saying that just because of your birth that you're void of any responsibility in your actions?
I got it.
Oh, no, I'm totally responsible for the deaths of many people. But by my birth, I am supposed to kill people.
That's not how that works. And so as Bobbert is gazing over the dune, looking at the sandstorm, what does Bobbert say?
All right, I guess it cut off. Bobbert is screaming at everyone else, "Wind is sand! Lots of sand!" And is kind of trying to shove other people down behind the dune with them.
So as you forcibly make the rest of the group take cover, Vexa throws Sheaths on the ground, unconscious body, and kind of shoulder checks him into the sand. Nitch Chage goes, "What did you say?" Toddles goes, "Oh dear, Fernando, get down!" And they both kind of hunker down. Sylvie says, "Oh, I can do this. This is easy," and just burrows into the sand like a prairie dog. And Jacques/Master Nunya kind of looks around for a moment and is able to use some of his reshaping magic to kind of not make a full-on shelter, but enough of a space for him and anyone else who needs it to kind of hunker down without getting tossed and turned. Panaya, however, doesn't really hear what you said. She's kind of like a little ways off and to your right. And so as you're commanding everyone else to get down, Panaya just kind of wanders off.
Uh-oh.
So she's just like...
She'll be fine.
Yeah. She's kind of walking in the same direction, not noticing that everyone's taking cover. And at this point, just kind of steps and all that. I'd say she's maybe, maybe 60 feet, something like that, away from you.
Oh, is the sand hitting us at this point, or is it still kind of on its way?
The wind has picked up for sure. Like you're definitely probably not going to be able to shout to her easily.
All right.
And you can feel the sand kind of nipping at your ankles, that type of thing. It'll be upon you in a moment.
I'm gonna get up from my little tiny knock everybody down to safety and chase after her.
Harley says, "Sounds about right."
Big sand! Big sand! Knowing full well that I'm about to get lost in a sandstorm, but it's the right thing to do for friendship, where friendship is magic.
True. So, describe exactly what you do.
I get up and I flail my arms in the air whilst running towards Panaya, screaming, "Big sand! Get down! Big sand!"
And so as you're kind of running along, you're able to, close the gap between you guys. And she turns to you as you're saying that, and the first real gust of sand hits you. And so Panaya doesn't really have any shelter to speak of. Oh no, Princess Tofu Chipmunk says, "You know what else is a magical friendship? Letting your friends learn new lessons. It's sometimes difficult, but they'll learn." Oh, Panaya. So you kind of yell at her, "Hey, get down." And she looks around like, "What do you mean, get down?"
And then sand separates us, I'm guessing. Yeah. That sand tastes delicious.
Panaya says, "Where is everybody?"
Oh, so Panaya can hear me?
You've closed the gap at this point. You're kind of standing next to one another.
Windy sand! Everyone's down!
Should I get down?
Yes?
Panaya lays prone on the floor.
No.
Like this?
I'll lay down with her.
Okay. So,
there's really nothing to cover us, so.
Yeah, not really. So you guys kind of hunker down and just do the best you can. It's just... Tofu says, "Bust out a dance move." And Harley says, "Assuming Panaya can learn." Oh, Panaya. And so after probably about cover with sand, pull the sand over like a blanket in the cartoons. So you do the best you can to try and burrow a little bit, make a little, spot for yourself. After a while, though, it's really getting to you. You can barely breathe. You can't open your eyes worth anything. You know that the spot you're in just is not conducive to being in this storm, and you're worried that it's going to continue on for much longer. What do you do?
I'll tug on Panaya and try to get her to just run at the direction the storm is coming at. I'm gonna try and fight it. We can't stay here.
Do you want me to go with you?
Yes.
Okay, lead the way.
I just start. I'll take my axe and I'll kind of hold it in front of me, using the blade sort of like a shield, and just move in a forward motion. I don't know where I'm going. I don't have the gut sense of where the mirror is anymore. So it's land of the lost for the Dargoth. Yeah. I'll just keep wandering until
I
run into something.
Roll a D100 for me. This will be a stamina check. So if you want to roll, if you want to wager any stamina, that's your prerogative.
My prerogative.
That's my second favorite Britney Spears song.
We'll make it. How much do I want?
All of it.
10,000.
All of it?
It's not. For those of you keeping score, you can't do that.
Anymore.
I do 10 to. Aha.
First edition,
Nice.
maybe.
So 152, you are carrying on confidently. You're able to really make some good distance, some good speed considering. So you kind of carry on just confidently, determined to make it through the storm, or at least to find something in the storm that can kind of protect you from everything. But your sheer determination means that you are trying to go as far and as fast as possible. Panaya, however, can't keep up. 152 versus 94. And so you don't quite notice that her hand on your shoulder is not on your shoulder anymore. Yeah. You're just so determined to get through this thing. And so eventually you do make it through. It takes about an hour and a half of just confidently barreling through this thing. And you make it to the other side. And turning around, you notice that Panaya's not there.
Oh! Dramatic shout in the air for a while.
Yes. So I don't know why. I've been rewatching Futurama, and when Calculon comes back to life, he does the dramatic pause, and that reminded me of that for some reason. So looking around, there's no one around you. There's no indication of anything at all that would indicate any of your group, Panaya, anyone else who was caught in the storm. But looking out in the direction you were heading initially, you see that there's an oasis on the horizon.
I really hope that isn't a mirage. I'll head towards it.
Okay. You head towards it. It takes you probably about 2 hours to get there. At this point, total time from your departure to you arriving in this oasis is roughly a day and a half, give or take. And so as you approach, you notice that these there are trees, and they make this very significant barrier around the town, enough to where you can't really get through them to get into this oasis.
I'll walk around the oasis. Can I carve onto the trees?
Can you what? The trees?
Can I carve onto the trees? Like
Oh, yeah.
the trees.
Yeah.
All right. I will carve Bobbert was here on one of the trees.
Okay.
In case any of my lost companions find their way here. And then I'll walk around the trees and try to find a way to get into the oasis.
Nice. Do you go left or right?
Left.
Okay. So going around to your left, it's not particularly far, maybe like 150 feet or so. You find an opening into the oasis, and peering in, you see that there are homes on the inside of this tree line. You're not sure necessarily where this abundance of greenery is coming from. Maybe it's magical, maybe not. But you have an entryway into the oasis now proper.
Okay. I'll just confidently walk into the oasis. I'm sure I can find someone to ask them directions towards Tiny Town.
True.
Tiny town.
So, walking in, you notice that there are signs with some wooden fences, things like that. And as you near the center area of town, you notice a very large well, which appears to have some kind of cap in it, some kind of like capstone that is just like not sitting flush to the top of the well. And then you notice that Raym'hond and Knight Captain Zilla are standing outside one of the buildings nearby the well.
Great, this is Mirage! I yell it really loud, frustrated.
Oh. Is that one of your compatriots?
Bobbert!
Mirage Raym'hond!
I'm so glad that you made it. Where are the others?
I'll close the gap. I poke him. Does he feel real?
He absolutely feels real.
I poke you. Are you a Mirage? I don't think Mirage is poke.
No, I'm not a Mirage.
Did you not make it to the tiny village?
This is the tiny village.
It doesn't look tiny.
It's a matter of perception.
That's
What?
quite the astute observation, Raym'hond.
Yeah, the little guy told me that last time we were here.
What little guy?
Oh, he was pretty cool. He's like a little guy, really smart. And then I kicked him into a force field and he was gone.
Oh, one of the various murders you were telling me about earlier.
Well, I figured if he was so smart, he would have figured out a way to dodge my kick, but...
Being strong of mind is hard.
Exactly. Well, Bobbert, I see you're by yourself. Obviously, everyone else was too weak to make it through the desert. Only you were strong enough to survive.
I guess so. There was a lot of sandy wind. Windy sand? Stormy sand wind?
The worst kind.
Out of my eye.
I just realized something. Does Bobbert have the other mirror with her?
Nope.
Who has it?
I think we hadn't decided who was carrying it in the last episode. But I don't think I have it.
You would be the only one in the group, except maybe Panaya, that would be able to carry it with you.
Oh, well. And Panaya has it?
Yeah, we can say Panaya has it.
Yeah.
Unless you really want it. Your call.
I would have used it to block the sand if I had it.
Yeah, that's
and
a good
I didn't
point.
do that. So
Alright, so Panaya has it. The decision is made.
hopefully she's using it to block the sand.
Yeah.
That's probably why she was going slower than me. She was
Yeah, she was
Wrecking the poor
dragging
thing.
it behind her.
It's like a kite. Whoosh.
I'm a terrible friend.
We have nothing to cover ourselves with except this extremely large mirror to use as a block against the wind.
All right.
Where are the others then, Bobbert?
They got stuck in the sand, the windy sand, stormy windy sand.
Tofu says, Team Panaya blasting off again! Well,
Should we go look for them then? Or would it be smarter to stay put since we're all aiming to convene here?
Does it look like the storm stopped, or does it look like it's just still going, but I've moved past it?
That it's still going, but it's like carrying through the desert. It's not just like stationary in one spot.
Well, there's 2 survival guides that I once talked with, and both of them had wildly different ideas of what to do in a survival situation. The one guy, Greer Bills, says that
I knew you were going there.
says that you should seek out civilization, whereas the other great one, Shroud Wes, says that you should stay still so that your friends can find you. That being said, I hate them both.
Oh gosh. The show's name
probably get the mirror.
Man vs. Wild, right? And the other one was what was Bear
Survivor
Grylls?
Man.
Yeah, that's where it was. What a great niche information to have.
So, if we go look for them, which surely they're probably dead, we should probably be able to find a way to travel faster. Sand is just dried snow, right? Can we, use a sled?
How did you get to that conclusion?
Sand is teeny tiny rocks.
Oh,
Snow is,
teeny tiny ice.
yeah. Both are teeny tiny.
That
I
doesn't
like
mean
this
they're the same material.
No, but they're teeny tiny, so they're pretty much cousins.
That's not how it works. How does an ice dry into a solid?
Look, I don't have time to explain all the sciences to you, okay? The fact
Science.
remains.
It's clear science.
I thought sand was just bone dust over centuries of decay.
See? And stick with me and you'll learn all new things that they taught you wrong in school.
I don't think that the things I'm learning from you are facts.
If you break rock, rock becomes sand. Sand is tiny rocks.
I get that, but where does the ice play into it?
If you break ice into tiny ice, ice becomes snow. You
But
eat it. It's delicious.
science.
But how does the snow
Don't
become
eat the yellow
sand?
one.
Dargoth science.
I like to imagine there's like several Dargoth in a lab with lab coats and like beakers and bubbling potions and solvents and things.
Glasses are on upside down.
Of course, there's equations on the dry erase chalkboard, whatever thing, but they're all like sword plus
number?
axe equal like skull and
Cat.
crossbones.
That's mathematical.
I don't
And
think
they're all standing there scratching their chins reading it.
Uh-huh.
Somebody gets the eraser,
Yeah.
puts an X on the eyes of the skull, and they all go,
It's like a scientific breakthrough.
Somebody write that down.
And at that point, they realize none of them are literate. Oh, I don't know that I like the idea of Dargoth scientists
That might be something that I have to work through, but I think it's for the best of humanity if that never, ever happens. That being the case, shall we go look for them, or shall we stay put?
Then let me reword it so that we can get past this. Okay. So sand is just groundwater.
We don't need to talk about this.
No.
What if we build a sand boat?
Is that a boat made out of sand, or a boat that goes on the sand?
A boat that goes on the sand.
Oh, yes.
And then we use the sandstorm to fill the sails, and we sail across the sand.
How would we get it from here to the temporary sandstorm?
Look, if I'm going to be doing all the heavy lifting,
I just feel like it might be easier to just walk.
but then we're going to get lost, and
Not if we stay within the eye line of the oasis here.
I love eyeliner as much as the next dargoth, but what does that have to do with a sandstorm?
No,
Makeup and sandstorms are two different things.
If we can maybe find like a large
Sand and
dune,
snow.
oh my. And we can still see the village here. Maybe we won't get lost, and maybe we can at least see if we see our friends. Surely a group of people against the desert sand would stick out.
How
Like
would
a
making our doom help
Dargoth
with
among
that?
Lamkai.
What if we brought the mirror with us and we used it to shine the light at them when we see them to get their attention?
Where is the mirror?
It's
Yes, Raym'hond. Why don't you enlighten Bobbert to where the mirror actually is?
hidden. It's hidden.
Bobbert, would you like a drink from the well?
It's broken. Do you not see the X?
Night Captain Zilla starts like massaging her temple out of frustration.
That was perfect.
Well played.
I was waiting.
Yeah. Yes, I suppose we could probably reflect the sun to try and indicate that we are there, or give them something to go towards.
Okay.
How close is it to like night at this point? Like, is it what time of day is it?
It's probably late afternoon. 4.
It doesn't give
4
us a
PM.
lot of time to reflect light.
A couple hours, maybe.
That's a great reference that Tofu made in the chat.
Yeah, she says, you fold in the cheese. How do you fold in the cheese? I can't tell you how to do everything, David. You just fold in the cheese.
What does fold in the cheese mean?
Just fold it in. I love that show.
Yeah, it's funny. So, what's the verdict? Are you gonna go out and try and shine light?
I guess.
Yeah. We have to get the mirror.
Raym'hond is almost 900% sure that the rest of Bobbert's group is dead.
Mm-hmm.
We should.
So,
Well, if they're dead, we should look for the other mirror. To destroy it before that one guy's dad gets it.
but wasn't the point of us separating the mirrors so that the mirrors weren't together?
Yeah, but we were gonna destroy him because
Okay, so we're not
Someone was-
separating them anymore.
there was a whole thing about a portal door and throwing it in a portal door and then in another portal door. I don't know. I got lost. I got distracted by fish.
Are you saying that we have a method of destroying them? The mirror shards?
Yeah.
Or the mirrors?
Yeah, the one that's really strong with brain, he came up with it. He studied all the science magic to destroy it.
Was this
We should probably
dargoth
find
science? Please tell me the way you've managed to figure out how to destroy them is not hitting it hard.
No, we tried that. It didn't work.
Oh, thank.
Of course, that was the first thing we tried. There's rule 1 for everything. Hit it.
Yeah. That's
And then rule 2.
101.
Rule 3, hit it harder. Rule 4, hit it some more. Rule 27, maybe hitting not work.
But there's a scientific process you have to go through. I mean,
Exactly. You gotta hit it with your fist. You gotta hit it with the foot, the knee, elbows, belly flop.
Belly flop.
Headbutt. All the classics.
Oh dear. All right. Well, good thing that we have an option, I suppose, as far as destroying that. I think the best course of action is to maybe take parts of a non-mirror shard mirror, and each of us go out within eyesight of the town and try and just reflect the light for a couple of hours.
I like it. I like it. Or, alternative plan, we could do a signal fire.
Oh, that's not a bad way
When
to
it's
go.
dark. Yeah.
Should we do that?
I think that might be the best course of action, yes.
Say no more, fam. I immediately start walking towards Maud's house, and I'm going to set it on fire.
Wait, are the other people piled in a corner in there?
Maybe.
No. Raym'hond walks off to the south end of town, where there's still a rotting corpse in a doorway leading into a home.
Kick it out of the way. Come on, Maud.
I follow him.
Something here.
Yeah. And so as he approaches the house, how does Raym'hond set it on fire?
Oh, I didn't realize there was going to be more Dargoth science.
Oh no.
Is this where we get the stuff to set on fire? I point at the house.
This is the stuff. I'm just going to light this whole thing on fire. You want to help?
Won't that catch the other places on fire?
That's a problem for tomorrow, Raym'hond.
Yeah, but if they kick us out of here, where are we gonna hide from angry grandpa former boss?
Oh, they won't kick us out. They're scared.
Cause you light everything on fire?
No, they actively watched me kill members of their village and did nothing.
Weak.
By the way, this is Maud, as I kick her out of the way with my foot.
Think Maud doing too well.
Her creaky bones.
She had it coming. How are we gonna light this thing up, Bobbert?
We should probably take pieces of wood, and then take the shiny mirror, and then take the sun, and make the sun punch the wood.
That is brilliant. Okay, you get the wood together. I'm gonna go grab the mirror. Hold on. I run over to the well.
I'll start breaking furniture.
Okay.
I look around to make sure nobody's following me and nobody's watching. And I get the mirror out.
Perfect. Roll
I just start
a
breaking
stamina
chairs.
check for the mirror being pulled out. The furniture breaks fairly easily for you. Nothing can stand Dargoth power. 157, you very hastily and very expertly remove it from the well.
Weak. Like,
Well, it's
Raym'hond
weak.
has totally adopted that now. That's his way of saying sick.
Yeah. Wait.
I'm gonna run back over to Bobbert. Okay, I've got the mirror.
I'm making a pile of the broken furniture actually outside of the house, kind of in like a little. Actually, let me look at the map. I don't know. Let me zoom in on it. Like, there's a house there? Okay. I'm just making a little pile in front of the house of broken things. And like ripping up bed sheets and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Making a pile. Do. Smash chair. Walk back in. Do.
Tilt. Try and get that sun on there.
So it takes a moment for you guys to kind of get the configuration right, but after a while you kind of hold it as you see the beam begin to focus. And as it does so, a pinpoint needle of light focuses on one of the pieces of wood, and after a minute you see it start to smoke. Roll another stamina check to see endurance-wise if you can continue to hold it now that it's smoking.
He's holding the whole mirror, not like.
No, he's got the whole freaking mirror. 128. It starts to get shaky for sure, but you're able to hold it for the most part. So after a while, the smoke begins to form more of a smoldering chair leg, which is the thing, yeah. And after a while, that smolder becomes a blazing flame. At this point, you put the mirror down, and now your only task is to keep the fire lit through the night.
This'll never. This is not big enough. Nobody'll see this.
I'll break more things. To feed the fire. It's hungry.
You're adding extra steps. I'm just gonna grab like 2 or 3 like whatevers, like a table leg and a chair leg or something, like, you know, like a makeshift torch basically.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna walk over and toss it into Maud's house. More fire.
Tofu with the descriptions. A single bead of sweat from the effort of holding the mirror, threatening to drip onto his hand and make it slippery.
No!
Just one bead of sweat ruins the whole thing.
It's a dargoth sweat, so it's larger than usual.
True. And so, as you commit arson and destroy Maud's house with flame,
she's not gonna use it.
Nope. After a while, the whole home is an inferno of flame. But the smoke from it.
My house is on fire. My house.
We don't need no water. Because we want it to burn.
Yeah.
Bobbert and Raym'hond are doing like this tribal dargoth dance around the house.
Meanwhile, Night Captain Zilla is just watching in sadness and astonishment everything going on. So after a while, the sun finally gets all the way down, and the smoke billows, illuminated by the flame from the house, into the night sky, very clearly making a destination for any travelers in the night.
Good. I'm sure that won't come to bite us in the ass.
Oh, definitely not. So doing so, what do you do next? What's the rest of the evening look like?
Yep. I think it's time to get drunk.
Yeah, alright. As long as I don't have any of that. As long as they don't have any of that tasteless alcohol thing. was gross. Reminded me of water.
I think it technically is water. I think they're trying to force him to not become an alcoholic anymore.
No, that doesn't track.
Oh, okay. So,
Water, like what's in the toilet?
oh
Yeah.
my. So, together, you head to the bar and enjoy your time, hoping that the rest of the group, Panaya specifically, will make it to the Oasis City, the Mystic Village, now that they have a beacon to head toward. And so, as you continue to drink your problems away into the wee hours of morning, that is where we're going to end this episode tonight. So,
Nice.
yeah,
So
Definitely.
hey, quick question.
yeah.
Like, so this is the mini town.
Mm-hmm.
When you're far away from it, or like
Fire tiny.
it's a tiny little town, right? So is our fire tiny?
So technically, yes.
Burn it
However, that magic, if you go back, the force field was one of the things that caused that.
Yeah.
And because you destroyed it, the village is full-size normal now.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But to someone who had been there when it was tiny, the experience would have been no different, because you have to approach the town slowly, and then you would shrink in size as you approach. Now it's full size, so now it's not this tiny little speck in the grand scheme of the desert. Now it's like a full size thing, and you don't change sizes. So
Okay. Cool.
what a way to end. We lit a house on fire. Let's go get drunk.
By the fire. Pour one out for
didn't think
friends
to
lost
bring
in the
the-
desert.
Oh,
With
yeah.
us to the fire, or I
Yeah.
would have done that.
True. So, thank you all for watching. Thank you for being part of the show. Hope you guys enjoy it, and we will see you guys hopefully next week or the week after for the continuation of Shattered Dungeons.
More
Bye,
fire.
everybody. Don't light your house on fire. Let the Dargoths do it for you. Bye.